have been well trained.
No.
in
You
my
don't have to
Final.
carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Or do not.
I'm not afraid.
There is no try.
All right, everyone, we are now back. Thanks again. Here we are for round 3.
Round 3 of 5 rounds. And we're going to cop to the top 16. The only reason he's doing that is because there's a cash payout up to 12. So we're going to try and grab all those folks who would normally be on the bubble for a top 8 cut here. So this is good. So we have on the right, we've got Gilbert, who's playing eHan, eRey. And on the left, we have Jake, who's playing an Emo Kids deck, which I've met many a downfall to such.
Yep. I don't know, though. I think Gilbert has an advantage here playing on this Jar Jar mat, facing his opponent, mind you. So not only is he staring down Hanrei, but our good friend Jar Jar.
At least they only covered up half our mat this time.
I know. Misa thinks.
And, of course, we have our handy-dandy dice cam. For anybody.
Oh, it zooms right in on Jar Jar's nose. This should be fun.
Perfect.
For all of your viewing pleasures.
Right up his nose. There's always that prep time. Everybody's getting 3 minutes to set up here. It looks like Gilbert is bringing a salvage yard. And Emperor's Throne Room, if I'm not mistaken, over there on the Emo Kids side. Starship Graveyard.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's Starship Graveyard.
Salvage Yard, Starship Graveyard. They're the same thing, right?
You can salvage things from the Starship Graveyard.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking you can salvage things from the Starship Graveyard.
I'm telling you what, that's a tricky... I'm interested to see how if they end up going with that one. That's a tricky... It's one of my favorite battlefields, but it's tricky because it lets you cycle through cards. So...
we agree. The orientation of the Jar Jar mat is a little interesting, but hey,
I'm telling you, it's an advantage. Like, you have to stare down Jar Jar too, and that unsettles anyone,
right?
Especially with that look on his face.
Good luck, and may the Schwartz be with you.
So we're gonna roll off. See who's gonna go first here.
All right, Emo Kids are sitting at 3. Looks like Hanrei's sitting at probably more than 3.
Yep. And with Hanrei, you want to try to win because you want to start. You want to get those shields on Han though as quick as you can.
Get some early action cheats on Rey.
Which is really why you see her play.
Absolutely. Yeah, because her die is not
her
nearly
die
as
can
consistent.
be a little underwhelming. Oh, there goes my Starship Graveyard. That makes me sad. I love that battlefield. I love that sleeve. That's great. Well, this particular, we're looking at our not so crazy.
It's not Pomas here at the top table. That's fantastic.
Heyo. But it's the whiniest 2 guys in the whole
Vibrant
Star
Knife
Wars universe.
quickly on
Very
Vader
quickly.
there. Yep.
Well, you want Vibrant Knife as soon as you can, because that's facing up against that. Hanrei doesn't like Vibrant Knife. It eats
So
right
with his
through them.
ambush action, he's going to roll in. It looks like we'll go back to the dice cam here because it looks like blanks, but only because his die is red. Nope, we've got
3 melee and 1
range.
blast.
Absolutely. And Electroshock quickly gets rid of the 2 melee.
That's good.
Who are you rooting for?
I don't know. Everybody. Everyone's a winner. Except that Jar Jar guy. Nothing against Gilbert, just Jar Jar in general. Glad Rey's...
The Infamous has already hit the table, which is a great card to have in your opening hand for Hanrei.
But again, as long as Vibrant Knife's out on the table, those shields are not going to do Hanrei a whole lot of good.
That's true. That's true. So you imagine if you're the Hanrei player, you're trying to figure out how to control that Vibrant Knife die as much as possible.
I probably almost would have electroshocked it instead.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And, oh, okay. And I believe there are no resources on Jake's side for Emo Kids, so that 2 melee is going to sit there. And we will... I'm going to think a lot. Han's going to roll in here. Blank.
Han breaks my heart with that.
Blank. So, for those who can't see, Han is sitting on a fast hand, so we went ahead and took that resource. Han also has, looks like, a handful of shields, as we would expect. Infamous doing his job. We discarded Makashi training to re-roll almost everything. Hitting.
Kylo's special.
Kylo's special. 2 melee on Vader and another resource for Kylo.
And depending upon Gilbert's deck, that Kylo special can be incredibly damaging, or they could pull a 0-cost event.
I do have to appreciate that both players are playing the extended art Arabesh versions, or the alternate art Arabesh versions from Fantasy Flight. So Jake's going to go ahead and do 3 damage, going right through.
Going to do 3 to Rey. Interesting.
Rey, yep. Well, as we may not have been able to see here, Rey does have a fast hands played on her.
Right.
So now we got a couple of fast hands. And going to go ahead and riposte. That is a card that we haven't seen a whole lot since the Awakenings era. So there's 3
when
damage.
It comes out, and to Jake's chagrin, it's a surprise because not very many people play it. So it's kind of, what does that card do again? Like, oh, well, shoot.
Yeah, now the... and in a way,
Vader taking 3.
That's a great way that Han Rey can still make use of those shields, even with that Vibraniac on table.
Right, and it's good to get some damage over on Baby Vader simply because, if he does roll his special, he's got to take a damage. So you start building up his damage counter early on, it makes it a tough decision on that player whether or not, how to actually utilize that special. I'm thinking here Gilbert's going to want to get that holdout blaster he's holding in his hand out here pretty quick. So Han picking up some shields, playing that,
that blaster
just like I thought.
There.
Yep. And with the ambush, going to roll in Rey. And that holdout blaster proving its worth right from the get-go.
X-Wingers, anybody who has already turned in their slip is on break till 2:15.
Guardian there?
Yeah, guard, yep. So removing the +2 on Rey, making use of that to get rid of both of Kylo's, or both of Vader's die. Absolutely.
Good play. That's a good play on that point. Wow. But he turns around and goes, well, you remove those and I'll roll these out instead. And so we're still looking at it being unblockable with the vibro knives there on the table. Runaway Han die. Ooh.
Going fast hands, the 2
Good
disrupt,
call.
get rid of those resources. Putting Jake in a position to
Although he
not be able to play.
Still, oh wow, so at least resolve that. No, that's a tough decision. Resolve that and take my resource to play my 2.
Now that damage is absolutely blockable.
Although Han's sitting just with 1 shield, so I'm sure he's probably going to target Rey with this damage.
Yeah. Going ahead and using caution to remove Han's die to put 3 shields on Rey.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a good play there, too. So we got Jake here. It looks like he's going to resolve. Well, so there goes Ray's shields. But good move for Gilbert, adding those shields to start with. Flaming Emperor's Throne Room, and away we'll go to the next round. Looks here that Gilbert picked up some great cards. Gonna roll in Ray, see what we get here. A couple of blanks hurt. It means you gotta work a little bit harder. Activating Vader. Getting some damage on the board, but that Vibro Knives won't help you with a blaster in Vader's hand.
Guard again.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, making use of that +2.
Taking both of Vader's.
You know, in the Awakenings era, the +2 melee was always you were hoping to find that Awakenings card, but now the +2 melee is sitting there as a good use for that guard.
Absolutely. Well, and it's a good move to get rid of Vader's die. He can't roll into that special. Ooh. Gotta love when you hit that 3 blaster damage with Han. And right now, Gilbert has the resources to pay for it. Looks like that.
Go fast hands, another resource, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So as a reminder, it looks like Vader on the left sitting on a Vibro Knife still. Kylo's over there with no upgrades, but no damage. And then, of course, Han and Rey, both with fast hands, and Rey sitting on a hold-out blaster. Infamous is on the table. Still, not a whole lot of damage being thrown back and forth in this game.
No, Han Rey hanging on pretty well. So Vader now sitting with 6 damage on him. Gonna reroll. Well, taking 2 resources. Gilbert's gonna take 2 resources here. Wow, he's now sitting on 5 resources. That could come in handy here in a few, getting maybe some more upgrades out. Because right now he's just sitting on a couple of upgrades on Han, so I'm sure he's wanting to get a few more things out here on Rey. Kylo special, throwing 3 more damage at Rey. So we're going to reset. No damage on Kylo, 6 on Vader, and we're looking at 8 on Rey and nothing on Han yet. So pretty good match we have going here.
Absolutely.
I'm curious to see what Gilbert's going to do with this mass amount of resources he's currently sitting on. Now's when you want to pull. You wish you had the Falcon in your hand.
Right. It's got run over by a Falcon. Still working on that.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
We'll work it out. The Chance Cube Holiday album in stores before November. Reversal. That reversal, that was a good use of 3 resources there.
We're paused again, which was enough to get rid of Vader. Vader down.
Bye-bye, Vader.
That's a good comic book
Baby
series.
Vader. Off to crying some lava. And we still have a fairly even matchup here. I mean, Rey's sitting on 8 damage, so she's likely going to go down here soon. And we'll see father and son facing off to finish out this round.
Ben! Ben! I need your help. I need to kill you. Is that too much?
A little bit.
That was a sad moment.
It was not. It was not happy.
Nope. Rolling in Rey. So Rey is sitting on
She's
again,
gonna go shopping.
Yep, fast hands and a couple of guns. There, your favorite thing, blasters.
Blasters are my favorite things.
Yeah, these are a few
A good
of my
blaster.
favorite things.
Good blaster will get you out of any tough
Where are we in
situation.
the holiday parodies here?
I don't know.
It's two. That's
It's
two
too
for us
hot
today.
outside to think about holidays. Overconfidence. Taking 3 more resources.
Oh,
No
no
mercy.
mercy.
Oh,
I love playing No Mercy in my Palp deck. 1.
see you later, Rey. Thanks for dropping by.
Yeah. 1.
Well, she only needed a couple more, so.
Yeah. So we have a Kylo at full health against his father. Also sitting at full health with 1 shield. Kylo has no upgrades. Han has a holdout blaster and a fast hands. Infamous is still in play. And it looks like Gilbert there with Han Rey.
There's that Friends in Low
Friends
Places. I've
That
seen
is
that
a
card a
popular
lot.
card today.
Seen that card a lot today.
Yep. Feel their anger has disappeared. That was a quick look at his hand to get rid of that card. Rolling in Han. We'll see the dice here in a second. Maybe. Yep, there we go.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
That's a good roll.
2 range
You can
for a cost
easily,
and a dollar. And
Resolve the 1 resource. That was a good move.
Yeah.
He's fast hands. Didn't even have to move any from his stack over there. He's
wow.
stacks.
And he is wealthy
fat
today.
stacks of resources.
That is a wealthy man on the right there. Gilbert looking at 6 resources.
Now, if he can just get something in his hand to play down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's our Vibro Knives are back. Look who's back.
Vibrant
Back
Knife.
again.
Vibrant Knife's back. All right.
Tell your friends.
The Backstreet Boys reference.
No,
Did you get
I
that?
was doing M&M, so
Oh.
okay. Well, that works too. There's another Friends in Low Places.
Oh my goodness.
Man,
Well,
if a lot of people have a lot of friends in low places here today.
it's a bunch of scum and villainy
I
happening.
know.
There's a fair number of good cards in that hand.
Mhm.
Oh, that 4 resource one.
Unpredictable.
Oh god.
Vibrant.
Oh god. Don't pick that. Of course, Kylo's not showing you special, so we're not at risk there.
Gonna flip out Infamous.
I played on a bowcaster, of course, with all
I
that
love
money.
that.
Why not?
Love that bowcaster. Yeah, this is a great opportunity. If you have the money to pay for it, get it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Bowcaster's down there on the table.
I mean, Han told Chewie he liked it, so.
He's thinking, he's talking out loud to himself. What's he going to do? What's going to happen? Is that another Friends in Low Places? Yeah. He's not asking to see the hand when he plays Friends in Low Places. He just lets him discard in the event. Not to say you don't have to see the hand, but why would you not want to?
I think I'd want to. Yeah, I mean, if you have that opportunity to know what your opponent's got in their hand.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 disrupt.
And a special on the
that
bowcaster.
special. Well,
Want
that's
some money,
paying
some
its worth.
shields.
Let's see here what. Gonna discard the re-rolled Kylo's dice. See if we can get something a little more favorable. Well, not particularly. Discarding vibro knives to re-roll. Interesting. So in lieu of spending of using that bowcaster special, he re-rolled the die. Now we're looking at 5 potential blaster damage. That's gonna sting a little bit on Kylo. That's what I figured. Might want to go for some shields here. So Jake debating, yep. Trying to decide whether to take some shields on Kylo. He's going to go ahead and do it.
5 range
And
damage.
Gilbert with that 5 blaster damage. Ouch. Pew pew.
So 8 on Kylo. So we
Han's
got 2.
getting a little revenge here.
Yeah, well. He likes that gun. I like this one.
Although, boy, that was a good pull for Kylo's special.
What he hit? I missed it.
It was a 3 cost, yeah. It looked like it. And pitching to re-roll.
And we'll see what it is in a second. No, we won't. Yeah, we will. 2 disrupts. There goes the money.
There's some fast hands in there.
Ready
Moving
to
on to the
characters.
next
And
round.
here we go.
I'm really, it's interesting to see how many resources this Hanrei deck has been able to continue to generate. That's great. Uh-oh. There's a second chance down here that he can very easily afford on Han.
Not be surprised if that is the
next play.
play.
Although he's got... Well, you could upgrade your holdout blaster and put your...
Yeah, well, as a reminder, Han is sitting on 3 upgrades, so he will have to replace one of those to play second chance now. And is that even needed at this point? Because Han has quite a few bit of health.
True.
So we're going to
unless something changes real quick.
We're going to infamous reversal.
Interesting. That's the second time the card's come into play for him.
That's great.
Ooh. So just one.
Yeah, Han just needs to roll a damage and fast hands it.
Oh.
Did he? Did he? Did he? No.
Oh, man.
No. Modified.
A little bit of nothing helpful, unfortunately.
Yeah. I was going with another song reference there, but I couldn't think the words. A little bit of, but I don't know the song very well.
We're going to have to work on that.
Yeah, sorry.
Still have about 14 and a half minutes in the round, so we're doing pretty good on time there.
What's he doing?
Overconfidence.
Overconfidence?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's such a risky play, too.
Really?
Right, because he only has to remove the lowest. I'm going to re-roll those 2, remove the lowest. Oh, okay. Well, that actually worked out well for him. He claiming, and there he goes. Yep, claimed to get the special.
Good match. Han's revenge.
It's almost like he could have done that a couple turns ago. Do you think he just realized it?
You know, I have to say that it's not uncommon to forget. You got those, and especially if it's not his battlefield,
right.
You forget about those abilities a lot. I'm guilty of it. It's happened. Great match here between Jake and Gilbert.
Yeah, so Gilbert for the win. Hanrei pulling it off at the end. Beating the emo kids. Yeah. It was a little neck and neck there, but Hanrei kind of pulled out towards the end to really pull it off.
I like to see Han get. I'm not rooting for anybody here, but I like Han getting revenge on Kylo.
It's always nice to get a.
This Hanrei, well, I mean, both of these decks I see perform pretty well in a lot of local events and higher caliber events, but Hanrei, we weren't sure if it was going to stick around after the new set came out, but I'm seeing it have a resurge.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, Hanrei is one of those decks that can make use of that fast hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, now you have to worry about that Rey.
On a yellow character. Ta-da.
Well, that is the end of round 3. We're looking at round 4 coming at us in about 13 minutes. If you want to check
yep.
out more content from us, you can visit www.chancecube.com or follow our Facebook page. We got lots of fun stuff over there.
We do.
Kimmy Breeze, you
Every
like
day.
to do a lot of fun stuff over there.
I have fun on Facebook, so please stop by. Say how do you do on the Facebook page. There's a weekly giveaway on there you can check out.
That's right, the weekly giveaway. We have to listen to the podcast to find out who wins.
You do.
That's
so
unfortunate.
Win-win for everybody. Check out the podcast. Check out the Facebook page.
We should probably stop plugging. That's a lot of plugging.
Come hang out with us.
That's cool. All right,
Fun
and
day
hopefully
here.
hopefully that Jar Jar mat is not in the next round.
I'm really glad that Han card's sitting on his face right now, so I don't have to stare at Jar Jar. Oh, and there it goes. Oh, sorry,
And on
guys.
that, we'll end the stream and come back
See
at
you
you with
again
round
soon.
4 shortly.